Hi everyone, I'm Mom and welcome to Creative DIY with Momtaz. Winter is here, it's cloudy, it's raining, it's misty, it's foggy, it's going to be more wintry, more cold, the temperature's gonna dip, and what we need is warmth, a nice blanket, and inside the blanket we need a hot water bottle. Ouch! It's too hot. So what do you do then? So you need a hot water bottle cover. So I made this hot water bottle cover. This is the front side and this is the back side. And this is very easy to make and it will save your hands from excess heat. It looks nice, great to touch, and it's easy to make. So today I'm going to share a SEO tutorial where I'm going to show how to draft a pattern for your hot water bottle bag and cut it and stitch it for your own customized hot water bottle bag. So this is my hot water bottle. First I'll trace out a pattern, then cut the fabric for making the hot water bottle cover. So I place it over a big size paper. It's like two A4 size paper joined together. Then I took a ruler and a color pen and I just marked 1 inch all around it. I just kept on marking, especially around the edges. I just kept on marking at 1 inch, and I have a 1 inch border all around the shoulder, the sides, the bottom, and back again till the shoulders. Then again this is 1 inch away from the neck of the bottle and 1.5 inch on the top. So this is 1.5 inch, a little half an inch more than on the sides, because this part is broader and it needs extra space, therefore a little extra here. I'm going to cut this out and this will be the pattern for the front. I just made a little curve on the top for a neater finish, that's it. You may or may not do that. So this is my pattern for the front. I'm using felt fabric, felt or flannel fabric. These keep warm in winters and are used for baby clothes. So these are scraps of different fabric that is left over in my stash and I'm going to use them. They are warm, they're soft, and they don't fray, so that's the best part. Otherwise, if you're using thin fabric, use 2 layers of such fabric, and if you're using any kind of knit fabric or maybe a towel kind of fabric, you can just use a single layer. So this is a thick warm fabric, so and doesn't fray, therefore I'm using single layer of this. So I'm going to just place it over and trace my pattern over it and just cut it all out. So I traced and cut out the front portion. So this is going to be the front as the same as that of the pattern. Keep this aside. Now we are going to make the back side. So here is the shoulders ending on the top, and here I have made a straight line where the curve is ending and it becomes a straight edge again. So it's about usually it's like 1/3 and 2/3 from the bottom. So at that point I cut this pattern into 2 pieces. This will be for the back side. Now I'm using my scraps of fabric, so they are in different colors, but it doesn't matter. It's going to look cute, even more cuter. So I'm just going to place my pattern like this. Let's turn it over. So here I place my pattern, and now you see I have kept 1 inch extra in the bottom, so 1 inch extra towards the cut portion, and I'm going to mark this and cut this out. So 1 inch extra than the pattern. For the back side, this is the 2/3 of the pattern that I've cut out. I will take another piece of fabric and trace the outline and cut it with 1 inch extra margin on the cut portion or the top portion. So the back side is always a slightly bigger portion with 1 inch wider extra near the cut ends. Once I've cut these two patterns out, this portion I'm just going to fold it twice and stitch it here so that it's a neat opening, both for the bottom part and the top part here. So I went into my sewing machine and did a straight stitch and a zigzag stitch to finish the open edges on both the pieces of the back portion. Now let's assemble the whole thing. This is the front portion. I place it the front side facing me. Then this is the top portion of the back, and I face the wrong side up. That is, the right sides of the front and the right sides of the back are facing each other, and I place it according to the design corresponding to the front and the back together. So once this is done, then I take the bottom part of the back side. Now because I'm using scrap pieces from my stash, so there is a joint here, but it's okay, it's the same pattern, so it's fine. So there is an overlapping here of the back. Now I'm just going to go and stitch all around it. I've stitched it all around, and if I forgot to mention, I had pinned my pattern together before stitching so that this thing doesn't slip off using some pins. So I've removed most of the pins. Make sure you do that, otherwise they can slip. Now before I turn it over, now there are a lot of curved portions, so I'm taking my scissors and making little slanting necks around the curved edges only, especially on this portion where there is the shoulder or even at the curved. This will help in easy turning over. You don't have to go near the stitch line, just slightly away from it. It just helps it, sit neatly. I did not do so on the straight portions. Let's just turn it over. I went onto the corners and pushed it. Shoulders and the bottom. And we have the bag or the cover for our hot water bottle ready. Let's insert it. So there is ample space inside for the bottle. When it's full and swollen, there will be ample space to hold the extra volume. Finally, to close the open ends, I attached Velcro, both the corresponding sides like this, and we can close our hot water bottle bag and it's ready for use. Soft, plush, and it will not scratch or burn the skin. It's nice to use and cozy for the winters. I really love my hot water bottle bags. They look beautiful, they are useful, they're comfortable, they are nice to touch and so easy to make. I made it within an hour and so can you. Have a cozy, comfortable winter ahead.